What's happening out there? This is Chris from Hair Loss from Steroids, and I wanted to evaluate two different shampoos that are marketed as hair loss shampoos and also marketed as like volumizing shampoos. And this is one of them, Tricomin conditioning shampoo, and the one that most people are more familiar with, Nioxin. So, a little about me real quick. If you've seen my site, hairlossfromsteroids.com, you'll know my experience in this. In short, like over a decade of combating hair loss, sometimes successfully, sometimes not, and hair loss in the most androgenic type accelerated case when I was doing steroids, legally, of course. So, I've read a ton of clinical research, a lot of that's available on the site, so I'm just saying, like, I've become an expert on this stuff. I've tried different things. I've tried everything, like, really. And, yeah, I'm just giving you what works and what doesn't, pretty much, and trying to save you the money that I certainly blew a long time ago, or throughout the years. But I got a good grasp on stuff, and certainly cut down hair loss and grew a fair amount back, too. So, anyway, we're going to kick this off, talk about Tricomin really quickly. It's in a smaller bottle than Nioxin, and it's 8 ounces for about 20 bucks, and it is absolutely superior to Nioxin in terms of making your hair look much thicker, giving it a lot more volume, and absolutely. And the shampoo as well claims that it accelerates your hair growth. Now, my hair grows really, really fast anyway, so I can't really attest to that. And my opinion on that, though, is unless you're using, well, real quick, hair growth is more, like, what impacts it more is a good diet, genetics, mainly diet, nutrition, nutrients, and stuff like that. So that is your biggest, that's the biggest thing in terms of hair growth. Topically, like putting a shampoo on may or may not help, but if any shampoo did, I would say it was this one, because there is some pretty good clinical studies around copper peptides and their ability to like lower inflammation and provide like a more than adequate environment for hair growth. And that is Tricomin's claim to fame, the copper peptides in there. So I wouldn't use it specifically for hair growth. You know, you do that kind of thing through diet, but if any shampoo were to work, it would work pretty good. Now, real quick on Nioxin, a bigger bottle, 33.8 fluid ounces for about 25 bucks. It is not as good as Tricomin as far as thickening, at least aesthetically improving the appearance of your hair. I still have a bottle that you might wonder why, if Tricomin's so good. Well, it's a really good value. Nioxin, particularly if you're using it every day, and it's in a huge bottle that's for like 25 bucks. So that bottle that I just showed you there has nearly 4 times the amount that the Tricomin one does. So it's a really good value. Scale 1 to 10 as far as volumizing your hair, probably about a 7, and Tricomin is pretty much a 9.5. That's how they compare on my little scale. Now, the question that you might be wondering is, will these shampoos slow down, prevent, or stop hair loss? And I'm going to give you a likely and a very honest no. These won't. And there's a reason for that. But I also have a way and a shampoo you can pick up that will. That is actually priced very much the same as these. Anyway, there's no clinically proven ingredients in either of these shampoos that suggest at all that you know, it stops the buildup of DHT, combats DHT, inhibits DHT on your scalp. Though Nioxin does claim on the back of it, gently cleanses and removes environmental residue and DHT, dihydrotestosterone. DHT, the main cause of hair loss, androgenic alopecia. This is true in like 99% of cases. Certainly male pattern baldness, female pattern baldness, and other types of hair loss are generally hormonal issues, but they're not issues where the follicle is being thinned. The hair merely sheds, and then when your body returns to its proper hormonal state, the hair will grow back. And I've actually experienced that myself because I had a thyroid issue, lost a ton of hair, lost half my hair, grew back. I wasn't really worried about it because I understand this stuff pretty well, but it can be pretty upsetting when that happens, especially if you don't know what's going on. So neither of these have any ingredients whatsoever that are clinically proven to combat DHT and stop hair loss. The only way that these two would help, though, potentially, is because they are high-quality shampoos. They do have high-quality ingredients in them, and they can lower inflammation. Now, that will probably only be the case if your scalp is inflamed. And this is largely a genetic thing. If you're using a very cheap shampoo, like herbal essences, or something that has harsh chemicals in it, if you're treating your hair, coloring your hair, something like that, you can experience some hair loss. Certainly breakage, the health of your hair isn't as good. These two will definitely make your hair healthy, absolutely. But going from there, there is one ingredient that is clinically proven, and I'm going to list a study below, to combat DHT, and is actually suggested for male pattern baldness. The ingredient is ketoconazole. And I use a ketoconazole shampoo, I guess, for about 6.5 years. And it certainly at least lowers the amount of shedding that I get in the shower. Like, without a doubt. When I run out of it and I maybe use one of these other ones for a few weeks, I definitely notice that it picks up. So, ketoconazole, the one ingredient clinically proven to remove DHT. And this is the shampoo I recommend you pick up if you want a strictly hair loss prevention shampoo. And that is, like upside down here, Region Pure, DR. That's important. That's the one that has the ketoconazole in it. So ketoconazole topically inhibits DHT, like right on your scalp. If you were to use this, you would get in the shower, wet your hair, put this stuff on for the duration of the shower, ideally about 5 or 10 minutes, and yeah, let it do its thing. Now, there's a few other shampoos out there that also contain ketoconazole, but I still recommend Region Pure. And I'll list a few of the other ones. Perfect Image had a shampoo. One that's available over the counter is Nizoral with 1% ketoconazole, and that was actually the first one, at least, that was mass marketed as, it's actually a dermatitis anti-dandruff shampoo, but it is a very strong shampoo, and most guys, especially if you're using it on a daily basis, it will dry out your scalp. It will inflame your scalp. If you're also using minoxidil and you're prone to inflammation, that's not going to leave your scalp and your hair in very good shape. So that's harsh, and all those other shampoos have an ingredient called sodium lauryl sulfate, and that is the stuff that makes soaps and shampoos and cleaners foam up. And that, in small exposures, is also proven to cause inflammation. I don't think it's a huge deal. I'm not that prone to it. My scalp really never gets dried out or never gets inflamed. But Region Pure, however, has aloe instead of sodium lauryl sulfate. And aloe absolutely is an anti-inflammatory, and that is why I recommend Region Pure. This bottle is about 20 bucks, same price as a Tricomin. You get the same amount actually too. So this would be the one that I would choose for it. I've gotten a ton of emails, and guys absolutely are finding really good success with this shampoo, that being Region Pure. So I encourage you to check that out if you're trying to prevent hair loss. The other ones are good quality shampoos that will volumize your hair. I use both actually, and there's a reason for that. I'll tell you real quick. Reason is, use this one, prevent hair loss. I use this one, or Nioxin, Tricomin here, to volumize my hair. The reason for that is Region Pure, after you get out of the shower, your hair will look really flat. Even though it's a very high quality shampoo, it doesn't have the foaming agents that seem to give hair like pretty good volume. Those do. And so, you know, here's an example. I'd wake up in the morning, I'm going to be out that day, or if I'm going out that night, I would use one of the volumizing shampoos. Before bed though, or you know, before applying minoxidil or whatever I'm using, I would use the Region Pure. So, you know, I found that's worked for me. Again, if you want to find out my specific routine and what works, and what's regrown a lot of my hair, it's on hair loss and steroids. And I hope the video was informative. Anyway, hair loss, volumizing, good value. Get it on Amazon. I got the links below. Take care.